Keep in mind that if Kamala gets elected the first female president, just know anything she tries to implement or put in place it has to go through Congress. Remember when they decide to shut us up and have Obama be the first African American president, aka mixed race president? You saw that they gave him a hard time. Then African Americans started complaining, oh, he didn't do much for us and whatnot. He was a puppet. They put him in there to shut up. Then notice that the next election, Hillary decides to run. She lost towards Trump. So keep in mind that you all thinking that, oh, Project 25 could happen under Trump administration. Keep in mind that those states that overturn Roe versus Wade, that's under Biden's administration. And some of y'all will say, well, Trump started it and whatnot, so they're just finishing. No. That has nothing to do with Trump. Because again, the president still has to give respect, and also the states, like the governors and mayors, they still implement laws in their state. So they don't have to go by what the president say. They should, but they don't have to. That's why there's governors and mayors of those states. Remember in my other video, I said you all need to be mindful of who y'all vote when it comes to Supreme Court or district or governor or mayor of your state, because those hold more weight than a president. That's why they didn't touch certain states like New York and other states that still have women have rights to abortion, because the president was like, those states, we'll let those states decide if they want to end abortion or whatnot. I have nothing against Kamala. I'm disappointed in Trump because I'm not gonna lie, I did vote for him in the election, because Hillary looks like she was a little, she was fishy, and comes to find out due to the email she was. So I did. I'm still disappointed in him because the thing is, I'm a woman, so you can't just say certain stuff and think I'm going to and support you. But here's the thing with Trump. He shows you who you are. You all don't know who Kamala Harris is. Y'all know her background. You all don't know who she was. Except that she was into politics in California, but y'all don't know who she really is, because she only came out during the 4 years. I could count on my hands maybe 8 times she showed her face. Maybe 8 times. So you don't know what her ideas are. Because basically all she's going to do is speak on the unfinished job or try to finish what Joe started. That's what she's going to do. Whereas Trump now, mind you, he's an actor, business person and whatnot. He don't have any, what's the word I'm looking for? He does not have any experience in politics. But with presidents, as you can see, you don't need experience for that. You just need to know how to talk, and it's who you know. And if you have money, you can run a political campaign. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He became governor. So people like to say, oh, well, they don't have no experience. If you have the money and the backings, you can, and know how to speak well, you can run for politics. You can run. So again, people's talking about Project 2025. That might happen regardless. For example, let me tell you that might happen regardless. You do know that people, there are landlords that still choose not to rent to certain people. They do that. There was a video a few months ago. There's some landlords that's not taking Section 8 tenants. That's a form of discrimination. Number one, that's under Biden's term. So regardless, discrimination is going to happen no matter who's in office. I will say, if she gets into office, it's going to be a lot for her, because they are going to give her a hard time. Mind you, this is the first female president. I hope you all don't think that she is going to be passing laws with equal pay and whatnot. She's not going to do that. It should inspire females to better themselves, but just keep in mind that who she is and what she stands for, and she's not going to do that. If she could utter her mouth that she's not doing no African American causes, I highly doubt she's going to be enforcing laws for females reproductive. She is not. And then we have a border control problem. That's another thing that has to be taken first before anything, because again, I'm telling y'all, depending on who gets in office, we are going to have a tough time, because some people are complaining that jobs are scarce. Them people coming over here working for little and whatnot, because immigrants, they are hard worker. I'm an immigrant, so I would know, but I came here legally. They work hard and they know how to manage their money. And although they may not have much, they already have that driven mindset that they can prosper. So you all are complaining about, oh, they're taking jobs. But the thing is, and it's okay, because America was yes, America was, a lot of immigrants came here. Just say that. America's is a place for immigrants. Look at the Pilgrims, the Native Americans and whatnot, etc. So America is known to house immigrants. The issue is that as time changed, laws were created. There's just certain things that you need to enforce. Coming here illegally, that's no. And if you're going to come here illegally, you don't need to be getting in trouble and committing crimes. You can't do that. Being in America is a privilege. So when people talk about we should let them come over here and whatnot, it's a privilege to stay here, because if you commit a crime, you're going to be deported. Plain and simple. We already have enough criminals here. We do not want people that were not born here to go cause trouble. We don't need it. No, we have enough going on. We don't need that. So for you all supporting illegal immigrants coming here and whatnot, look at the bigger picture, because a few of them that have came here, some of them have caused havoc. One of them killed a political figure's husband, or look up the news. But there's a list of things going on because of them. So again, if you're going to come here, at least get your papers in order, work, save your money, and do not commit no crimes. But if you come here, that's why they have you swearing when you get your papers that you're supposed to remain here and you will abide by the laws. That's why you swearing when you get your citizenship. When you come here, there's rules you have to abide by. Plain and simple. So I'm not against them coming here, because again, but if you're going to come here either legally or illegally, you need to abide by the rules and laws of this state. Plain and simple. What you do back home, you can't do that here. So if you're in a gang, you can't do that here. If you believe in marrying a younger girl, you can't do that here. There's laws here. You can't do that here. Polygamy is banned here. You can't even do that here. No. When it comes to marriage, polygamy. Now, if you want to have multiple women, you could do that, but marriage, you can't do that here. So that you have to abide by the rules and laws, whether you like it or not, because that's not going to change. But again, just be mindful that if Kamala gets into office, some of you all that are sitting here having fantasy and dreams, she would only be able to do so much, because at the end of the day, she has to go through Congress. And let me tell you something. Congress, the Republican seats, they take up the House. They have a lot of power, especially the Republicans in that office, regardless of who's sitting in that presidential seat. So good luck with those dreams and aspirations you all have for the next president, because again, and everybody's worrying about Trump. Again, he can sit there and run his mouth. He cannot enforce certain laws either. That's another thing. He can sit there and talk a good game. He can have racial slurs and whatnot. But if he does get into office, I have a feeling he's going to move correctly, because he don't want to be impeached. So and considering that he could have been arrested and he beat that, let's just not worry too much.